There are moments that freeze in time. Moments that exist outside the flow of ordinary days. In a study filled with memories, a father sits before a camera. The golden hour light streams through Venetian blinds, painting shadows across his weathered face. Around him, the walls tell a story. Family photos, his daughter's childhood drawings, report cards proudly displayed. In his trembling hands, he holds a small wrapped gift. His fingers trace the ribbon, hesitant, as if touching something sacred. He looks into the lens. His eyes glisten with unshed tears, but he forces a smile. The kind of smile that carries the weight of 1,000 unspoken words. His voice breaks as he begins to speak. When you graduate, I won't be there to cheer. When you walk down the aisle, I won't be the one to give you away. When your heart breaks for the first time, I won't be there to tell you it gets better. The amber light catches dust particles dancing in the air. Each speck seems to carry a memory. He wipes a tear quickly, trying to maintain composure, trying to be strong. But his heart is shattering. He extends the gift toward the camera, as if someone stands before him. This is for you, he whispers. Open it when you find the one. His hand reaches for the photo frame on his desk. In it, his daughter laughs, frozen in a happier time. A time when tomorrow felt infinite. He leans forward to stop the recording. His hand approaches the lens. The image fades to black. But even in darkness, you can feel it. This isn't just goodbye. This is love that refuses to end. Dawn breaks quietly. A 12-year-old girl with braided hair carefully opens her father's study door. Blue morning light filters through the curtains, casting the room in an ethereal glow. Her heart pounds. She doesn't know why she's here. Perhaps intuition. Perhaps fate. She tiptoes across the carpet, each step deliberate and silent. On the desk she sees it. A laptop left open. A camera on a tripod still powered on. The red recording light blinks softly in the dim room. Curiosity pulls her forward. Her fingers hover over the trackpad, hesitant. Should she? The screen illuminates her young face in the darkness. And then she sees them. Folders. So many folders. Wedding day. Graduation. First heartbreak. Your 18th birthday. When you become a mother. Her eyes widen. Her hand slowly rises to cover her mouth. The realization hits like a wave. These aren't memories. These are futures. Futures he's trying to reach from a place he won't be. Her finger trembles as she clicks one folder. The video player opens. There he is. Her father. Speaking to the camera. Speaking to her. But to a version of her that doesn't exist yet. A version of her he'll never meet. Hey, sweetheart. If you're watching this, it means your wedding day is here. She gasps. Tears fill her eyes. She slams the laptop shut, unable to watch more. Unable to face the truth she's just uncovered. She looks at the camera, at the dozens of sticky notes attached to the desk. Dates. Occasions. A timeline of love stretching into a future without him. Her hand presses against her chest. She backs away slowly, quietly. As she reaches the door, she takes one last look at the study. It's no longer just a room. It's a time capsule. A father's desperate attempt to never truly leave. 2 rooms. 2 cameras. 2 people recording the same love in different directions. On the left side of a split screen, the father sits in his study, adjusting his camera. On the right, his daughter positions her phone on a bedroom shelf. Night has fallen. The house is quiet. At exactly 10:47 p.m., they both press record. Neither knows the other is doing the same thing at the same moment. The father speaks to the camera about moments he'll miss. When I teach you to drive, remember to check your mirrors twice. When you graduate, walk tall. You've earned every step. His voice is steady, practiced. He's done this many times before. Through her doorway, the daughter films her father sleeping in his favorite living room chair. A book rests on his chest. His breathing is peaceful. She zooms in on his face, memorizing every line, every gray hair. collecting pieces of him before he disappears. The father pauses mid-sentence. His hand rises to wipe away a tear. He thinks no one sees. In her room, the daughter does the same. Her hand wipes her cheek. She thinks no one knows she's crying. Two hands. Two tears. Two hearts breaking in synchronicity. The father reaches toward his camera. The daughter reaches toward hers. At the exact same moment, their fingers move to the stop button. The screen shows their matching timestamps. 10:58 p.m. 11 minutes of parallel love. The recordings end. The screens fade to black. Two empty rooms remain. The silence speaks louder than any words. This is what love looks like when time is running out. This is how people hold on when letting go is inevitable. Morning light fills the kitchen with warmth. The smell of coffee. Toast in the toaster. A father enters. His daughter already sits at the table, textbook spread before her. They exchange smiles. Genuine. But weighted with knowledge, neither speaks aloud. She pours his coffee without asking how he takes it. She knows. 2 sugars. No cream. She's poured this coffee 1,000 times. She wonders how many times remain. He sits across from her. Picks up her math textbook. Having trouble with this one? His finger points at a problem. She nods. He explains patiently the way he always has. His voice is the same. But there's a gentleness now. An awareness that every explanation might be the last. Their hands pass the sugar bowl. Fingers touch briefly. Neither acknowledges it. But both feel it. Connection. Presence. The simple miracle of being in the same room. Through the kitchen window, autumn leaves drift slowly to the ground. One by one. Golden. Red. Letting go. The seasons change. Time moves. Nothing stays. The father folds his newspaper. The daughter closes her textbook. They sit in comfortable silence. Eating breakfast. Sharing space. Pretending that this morning is like any other morning. That tomorrow will come. And the day after. And the day after that. But pretending is how we survive what we cannot change. And in this kitchen, bathed in morning light, they are masters of pretending. Because the alternative is unbearable. She glances at him. He catches her eye. They smile. And in that smile is everything. Fear. Love. Gratitude. Grief. The full weight of being human. Of loving someone you know you'll lose. The camera slowly pulls back. The kitchen grows smaller. They remain at the table. 2 figures in warm light. Living a routine that has become sacred. Because routines end. But this morning, right now, they still have this. She has been collecting him. Piece by piece. Moment by moment. While he records messages for her future, she records his present. A daughter's quiet rebellion against death. Her phone holds dozens of videos. Shaky footage. Amateur framing. But each clip is priceless. Her father laughing at dinner, throwing his head back, hand on his belly. Pure joy captured in 7 seconds. Another clip. He dances in the living room to her pop music. Awkward. Silly. Completely unself-conscious. His terrible dance moves that once embarrassed her now feel like treasure. She can hear herself giggling off camera. Dad, stop. But she didn't want him to stop. She never wants him to stop. A tender moment. Him reading her a bedtime story, even though she's 12 and too old for bedtime stories. The book rests on his chest. His voice grows slower, softer. He falls asleep mid-sentence. She films him breathing. Just breathing. Because someday she knows the breathing will stop. Private moment he doesn't know exists. Him standing by the window holding an old photo album. A sad smile crosses his face as he looks at pictures from when her mother was alive. When life was different. He thinks he's alone. But love is always watching. Morning routine footage. Him cooking breakfast humming off-key. Flipping pancakes. Burning toast. Perfect imperfection. Him kneeling to tie her shoelaces before school. Him waving from the doorway as she leaves. Waving and waving until she's out of sight. Then standing there. Alone. Still waving. Now in her dark bedroom she watches these clips. Tears stream down her face illuminated by the phone's glow. She clutches it like a lifeline. Because that's what it is. These aren't just videos. They're proof. Proof he existed. Proof he loved her. Proof that when he's gone, he'll still be here. The hospital room is sterile. Cold. Fluorescent lights hum overhead. Harsh and clinical. Her father lies in bed. And 4 drip connected to his arm. He stares out the window at a gray sky. The world outside continues. Indifferent to suffering. The door opens. She enters, backpack slung over her shoulder. School uniform. She just came from geometry class. From a world of normal teenage concerns. Tests. Friends. Crushes. Things that suddenly feel impossibly trivial. She forces brightness into her voice. Hey, Dad. She sits on the edge of his bed, pulling out her phone. You have to see this video. It's so dumb. She plays it. A cat falling off a counter. They laugh together. For a moment they forget where they are. But his laugh transforms. Becomes a cough. Then another. His hand flies to his mouth. The coughing won't stop. Her smile vanishes. Panic flashes across her face before she buries it. She's become an expert at burying fear. Her hand grabs his. Holds tight. Tighter. As if she could anchor him to life through sheer grip strength. His thumb strokes her hand. Gentle. Reassuring. Even now in pain he comforts her. Because that's what parents do. They protect. Even when they're the ones who need protecting. In the doorway a nurse watches. She's seen this scene before. Too many times. The daughter who tries to be brave. The father who tries to be strong. The impossible mathematics of loving someone who's leaving. She doesn't interrupt. Some moments are sacred. The coughing subsides. They sit in silence now. Her head rests on his shoulder. His hand strokes her hair. The 4-bag drips steadily. Afternoon sun breaks through clouds, creating a warm rectangle of light on the cold hospital floor. Beauty persisting in the least beautiful place. Outside this room life continues. But inside time moves differently. Slower. Heavier. More precious. Because they both know. Every visit might be the last visit. Every goodbye might be the final goodbye. Night has fallen. The study is dark except for a desk lamp and moonlight filtering through the window. He enters slowly, each step heavier than the last. Sits in his chair. Opens a drawer. Inside a small box. He lifts it carefully as if it might shatter. Opens it. A corsage. Pink roses. Baby's breath. He bought it months ago. Planning ahead. Planning for a day he'll never see. His hands shake as he holds it. The delicate petals. The satin ribbon. He examines every detail. This corsage will sit in a drawer. Until she's 16. 17. Whenever prom comes. Someone else will pin it to her dress. Someone who isn't him. He looks at the camera. Time to practice. He clears his throat. Puts on his stern father face. So young man. What are your intentions with my daughter? He tries to sound intimidating. Have her home by 10. Not 10:05. 10. But his stern expression cracks. A smile breaks through. Then the smile crumbles. His face collapses. Tears spill. His hand covers his face. Shoulders shake. The father act is over. Now there's just a man. A man who won't get to intimidate his daughter's prom date. Won't get to take embarrassing photos. Won't get to watch her descend the stairs in her dress, beautiful and grown. He wipes his face. Composes himself. Tries again. You're going to be so beautiful, he whispers to the camera. To a future her. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the person you're becoming. I wish. His voice breaks. I wish I could be there to see it. He places the corsage on the desk beside the camera. His hand lingers on it. Moonlight illuminates the flowers. They look ghostly, perfect, waiting for a moment that will come. But he won't be there to see it. Some flowers bloom after the gardener is gone. The study door opens slowly. She enters. Freezes. The red recording light blinks on the camera. Her father sits with his back to the door, speaking, recording another message for a future he won't see. He senses her presence. Turns slowly. Their eyes meet. The recording light continues blinking between them. Time stops. Neither moves. Neither speaks. The air is thick with discovery. His face cycles through emotions. Guilt. He's been caught. Vulnerability. His secret exposed. Fear. Will this hurt her more? But also relief. Maybe secrets were meant to be shared. Her face mirrors his journey. Shock. Understanding. Sadness. Then something else. Acceptance. She's known all along. On some level. The late nights in the study. The closed door. The camera. She's known. The silence stretches. Heavy. Loaded with everything they haven't said. Everything they've both been hiding. Then slowly, deliberately, she reaches into her pocket. Pulls out her phone. The small camera she's been using to capture him. She holds it up. Shows him. Another silence. This one different. Recognition. Revelation. They stare at each other across the study. Two people. Two cameras. Two separate attempts to preserve love against the unstoppable force of time. Mirror images. The same desperate hope in different forms. And then it happens. They both start crying. And laughing. Simultaneously. The dam breaks. All the pretending. All the strength. All the silence. It floods out. They move toward each other. Meet in the center of the room. Embrace. Hold tight. Tighter. She buries her face in his chest. His chin rests on her head. They shake with sobs. With laughter. With relief. Behind them, both cameras continue recording. His on the tripod. Hers on the desk where she dropped it. Two angles. Two perspectives. Capturing the same moment. The moment they stop pretending. The moment they face it together. The moment they realize they've been doing the same thing all along. Trying to make love last longer than. For the first time they face the camera together. Side by side on the couch. No more secrets. No more separate recordings. If they're going to do this, they'll do it as a team. The couch has been repositioned. A tissue box sits on the coffee table. They know they'll need it. They settle in close. Her hand finds his. Fingers interlock. Tight. An anchor. They look at the camera lens. Then at each other. A shared breath. A nod. They're ready. Ready to be vulnerable. Ready to speak truth. Ready to stop pretending everything is fine. He speaks first. I'm so proud of you, he says, looking at her. Not at the camera. At her. The person you are. The person you're becoming. Your strength. Your kindness. Your terrible sense of humor. She laughs through tears. You're going to do amazing things. And I. His voice catches. I hate that I won't be there to see them. She squeezes his hand. Her turn. She looks at him. I'm going to remember everything, she says. Every lesson. Every story. Every bad joke. Every time you burned toast. Every time you sang off-key in the car. Every hug. Every I love you. I'm going to remember all of it. Tears stream down both their faces now. No wiping them away. No hiding. This is grief. This is love. This is what it looks like to face the impossible truth together. I'm scared, she whispers. He nods. Me too. Their foreheads touch. They cry. Really cry. The kind of crying that comes from the deepest place. The kind that releases what words can't hold. The camera holds on them. Two figures. Pressed together. Sharing this moment. No longer recording for the future. Recording for now. Recording because this moment matters. Because they matter. Because love matters. Their hands remain intertwined between them. Knuckles white. Holding on. As if they could stop time through force of will. As if love could be enough. And maybe it is. Maybe this is what enough looks like. Not forever. But right now. Together. Honest. Whole. 1 year has passed. The study looks the same. But everything is different. She's 13 now. Her hair is longer. Her face has changed. Loss does that. It rearranges you from the inside out. She stands in the doorway. Takes a deep breath. Entering this room used to be easy. Now it feels like crossing a threshold into sacred ground. She steps inside. Closes the door softly behind her. The leather chair waits. His chair. Empty for a year. She approaches it slowly. Sits. The leather creaks. She runs her hand along the armrest. Where his hand used to rest. Where his fingers would drum when he was thinking. The ghost of him lingers here. On the desk, his reading glasses. She picks them up. Holds them gently. As if they might break. As if breaking them would break what's left of him. In her lap, 2 external hard drives. One labeled Dad's Messages in his handwriting. One labeled My Memories in hers. 2 archives of love. 2 attempts to preserve what death took. Her fingers trace the label on his drive. She's watched most of the videos. Graduation. 18th birthday. First heartbreak. He was there. In a way. His voice. His face. His love. Time released comfort for a future without him. But there's one folder she hasn't opened. One she's been saving. Or perhaps avoiding. 1 year after. She plugs in the drive. The laptop hums to life. The folder appears. Her cursor hovers. Her hand trembles. She clicks. The video player opens. There he is. Her father. This recording is different. He looks tired. Visibly ill. But his eyes hold something. Peace. Acceptance. Hope. He holds up a photo. Her baby picture. She's wrapped in a pink blanket. Eyes closed. Tiny fists curled. Look how small you were, he says, smiling. Look how far you've come. Her hand rises to the screen. Presses against his face. Fingers spread. Trying to touch him. Trying to bridge the gap between recorded past and living present. Tears fall onto the keyboard. Dad, she whispers. I miss you. The laptop screen glows in the dim study. Video editing software open. Timeline stretched across the bottom. She's been working for hours. Compiling. Arranging. Weaving together 2 perspectives into one story. On the timeline, his messages and her footage blend. His voice speaking about her first day of school. Cut to her video of him making her lunch that morning. His message about teaching her to ride a bike. Cut to her shaky footage of him running beside her. Cheering when she succeeded. A conversation across time. A dialogue between father and daughter. Past and present. Memory and message. Life and death. All existing in the same space. The same story. She watches the edited video play. Their life together. Chronological. Birth to now. His voice. Her images. Her voice. His images. Call and response. Question and answer. I love you. And I love you too. Tears stream down her face. But she's smiling. Because this is it. This is what remains. Not absence. Not loss. Connection. Love. Story. She moves the cursor to save. Types the file name. ourstory.mov. Presses enter. The progress bar fills. Rendering. Making permanent. Creating legacy. The desktop reveals itself. Hundreds of folders. Thousands of files. Every moment preserved. Every laugh. Every tear. Every ordinary day made extraordinary by the knowledge that it would end. Nothing is truly gone if it's remembered. And this, all of this, is remembering. She sits back in the leather chair. His photo frame rests on the desk beside the laptop. She picks it up, touches the glass. His face smiles back, frozen in a better time, but also eternal. Always that age. Always smiling. Always here. Thank you, she whispers. For everything. For all of it. The camera pulls back slowly. The study grows smaller. She remains at the desk, bathed in warm afternoon light streaming through the window. The same window. The same light. Life continues. Time moves. But love. Love stays. Love echoes forward. Love becomes story.